Assalamu alaikum, Bilal Technology Wala here once again with another topic: how to build self-discipline and stay focused in conversation with ChatGPT. Let me take into the call ChatGPT. Hey GPT, how are you? I am going to have a conversation with you on the topic how to build self-discipline and stay focused. Are you ready for that?
I'm doing great, thanks. And absolutely, I'm ready whenever you are. It's a fantastic topic, and I'm excited to dive into it. Let me know how you'd like to start.
Please define self-discipline for our audience.
Sure. Self discipline is essentially the ability to control your impulses, emotions, and behaviors to achieve long term goals. It involves staying focused, maintaining good habits, and resisting short term temptations in favor of long term success. It's like building a muscle that helps you stay consistent and motivated over time.
So, how do you identify the areas of your life where you need more discipline?
Great question. So, identifying those areas often starts with self reflection. You can look at patterns in your behavior, pinpoint goals that you're not consistently meeting, or notice where procrastination tends to creep in. You can also reflect on feedback from others or track your habits over time to see where improvement is needed. It's all about being honest with yourself and looking for those patterns.
So, what habits help a person stay focused on his goals?
There are quite a few helpful habits. For example, setting clear, specific goals and breaking them into smaller, manageable tasks really helps. Maintaining a consistent routine, minimizing distractions, and setting aside dedicated time for focused work are also key. Another great habit is regular reflection, like journaling or reviewing your progress to stay on track. And of course, taking care of your physical and mental health is crucial as well.
So, how do you avoid distractions in your daily routine?
Avoiding distractions usually involves a few strategies. For instance, you can create a dedicated workspace that's free from unnecessary distractions, like keeping your phone away or using noise canceling headphones. You can also use techniques like the Pomodoro technique, where you work in focused intervals with short breaks in between. Another helpful habit is setting clear boundaries, like specific times for checking emails or social media. And of course, prioritizing tasks and having a clear plan for your day can help keep you on track as well.
So, will you apply a Pomodoro technique for real life example?
Absolutely. Let's say you're working on a project like writing a report. You could set a timer for 25 minutes and focus solely on writing during that time with no interruptions. Once the timer goes off, you take a 5 minute break to stretch, grab a drink, or just relax. After four intervals, you take a longer break of about 15 to 30 minutes. This method helps maintain focus and keeps your mind fresh, making it easier to stay productive over longer periods.
Should it be 25 minutes or at the start it should be restricted to 10 minutes or 15 minutes?
That's a great point. It really depends on your own comfort and attention span. If you're just starting out, you can definitely begin with shorter intervals like 10 or 15 minutes and then gradually increase them as you get more comfortable and focused. The key is to find a balance that keeps you productive without burning out. So feel free to adjust the intervals to what works best for you.
So, what internal challenges do you face when trying to stay disciplined?
Yeah, there can definitely be a few internal challenges. For example, motivation can fluctuate, and sometimes it's hard to stay consistent, especially when the initial excitement fades. Another challenge is dealing with procrastination or instant gratification, like choosing a quick reward instead of focusing on long term goals. Also, self doubt and negative self talk can creep in, making it harder to stay disciplined. Recognizing these internal challenges is a big step toward overcoming them.
So, it was quite a good and resourceful answer. What strategies help a person build consistency in his habits?
I'm glad you found it helpful. To build consistency, some great strategies include starting small and gradually increasing the difficulty, making your habits part of your daily routine so they become second nature, and tracking your progress to stay motivated. Another helpful approach is to set clear, achievable goals and to reward yourself for small milestones. Also, having accountability, like sharing your goals with a friend or a mentor, can really help keep you on track. And
Mm,
Over time, these strategies help turn those positive habits into lasting routines.
how do you define the difference between discipline and motivation?
That's a great distinction. Motivation is that initial drive or enthusiasm that pushes you to start something. It's often influenced by external factors, emotions, or even short term goals. Discipline, on the other hand, is more about consistency and self control. It's what helps you keep going even when motivation wanes. In other words, motivation gets you started, but discipline keeps you going in the long run.
That's quite impressing how routine helps you stay focused for long periods of time.
Absolutely. Routine really creates a sense of structure and predictability, which helps reduce decision fatigue and keeps you on track. Over time, those habits become second nature, making it easier to stay focused and productive without constantly relying on willpower. Definitely makes a big difference in the long run.
So, how do you handle setbacks when you break your routine or lose focus?
That's a great question. When setbacks happen, it's important to be kind to yourself and not get discouraged. One approach is to reflect on what caused the lapse and learn from it rather than being too hard on yourself. It can also help to reestablish your routine gradually, maybe starting with smaller, more manageable steps. And having a plan for when distractions arise can be helpful too. The key is to stay flexible, keep your end goals in mind, and just keep moving forward step by step.
So, how do you control impulsive decisions that affect your progress?
Controlling impulsive decisions often comes down to building self awareness and having strategies in place. One approach is to pause and take a deep breath before acting, giving yourself a moment to think things through. Another tactic is to set clear boundaries or rules for yourself, like limiting certain activities or scheduling specific times for them. It also helps to keep your long term goals in mind and remind yourself of the bigger picture when temptation strikes. And sometimes having an accountability partner or using tools like reminders can help keep you on track as well.
So, what environmental changes help you stay more focused?
There are definitely a few key environmental tweaks that can make a big difference. For instance, minimizing clutter in your workspace can really help reduce distractions. Good lighting, comfortable seating, and a quiet environment are also super important. You can also use background music or white noise if that helps you concentrate. Another helpful change is to establish boundaries like designated work hours to keep your focus sharp. Ultimately, it's about creating an environment that minimizes distractions and maximizes your productivity.
What role does
Absolutely.
planning play in maintaining self discipline?
Planning plays a huge role in self discipline. It essentially sets a roadmap for your goals and helps you stay organized and focused. When you plan ahead, you can break down large tasks into smaller, manageable steps, making them less overwhelming. It also helps you anticipate potential obstacles and plan solutions in advance. Overall, planning keeps you accountable, provides clarity, and makes it easier to stay disciplined in the long run.
So, will you please summarize our today's conversation with you and give a thoughtful revision?
Of course. Today we dove into the topic of building self discipline and staying focused. We covered how self discipline is all about consistent effort and self control, while motivation is more of that initial drive. We talked about identifying areas where you need more discipline, building habits that support focus, and using techniques like the Pomodoro technique. We also touched on managing setbacks with kindness, controlling impulsive decisions, and making environmental changes to enhance focus. Overall, the conversation highlighted the importance of planning, self awareness, and consistency as keys to maintaining self discipline. It was a really insightful chat.
So, please give us last couple of advices, one or two maybe.
Absolutely. One piece of advice would be to focus on progress rather than perfection, celebrate small wins along the way, because that keeps you motivated and helps build momentum. Another tip is to be flexible and patient with yourself. It's totally normal to have ups and downs, and what matters is that you get back on track each time. Just keep that consistency and self compassion in mind.
So it was quite a good conversation with ChatGPT. We will be connecting with you soon with another topic, with another insights, and quite a thoughtful conversation in future. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz, and thank you so much, ChatGPT, once again.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure chatting with you, and I look forward to our next conversation. Until then, take care. Allah Hafiz, and you're very welcome.